There's another great spot to do some DG. Hopefully it's bright enough. You can see the Centrepoint Tower. We're in Sydney CBD. This is Hyde Park, and there's the there's a Anzac monument there. This is a great little nice and easy spot to do some day game. The hook rate's a lot easier out here. There's a nice flow. It's a great spot. But the point of today's video is that day game and night game go hand in hand. Before we kick it off, I'm Dave. This channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice from the modern man. Check out the Indirect section on my website. Click on the Indirect page. I've got a whole bunch of articles there. You can get a lot more in-depth information about Indirect. But day game and night game go hand in hand. If you find yourself only doing parks like this, or you find yourself only doing day game, you find yourself never entering the clubs, your vibe is going to be to some extent quite creepy over time. And I have noticed that it's very common in the community. You have guys that only do day game and their vibe is, it's kind of creepy. I would argue that if you are only doing day game and you're not hitting the clubs at all, you can never really get good at this. Your vibe will always be very low energy. You'll be very logical. You won't be as fun in the interactions. You won't be able to spike as well. You won't be able to tease as well. And a lot of those skills come from the nightclubs. They come from bars. They come from interactions with people that have had a few drinks and just out to have a fun time. I would argue that a lot of the guys, it's very common. You'll notice it, but I'm saving you a lot of time by just telling you that right now, is that a lot of the guys that have been doing it for many years and they only do day game, they do become very logical over time. And to prevent you from doing that, prevent you from making the same mistakes, I'd like you to hit the clubs. I'd like you to at least hit the clubs every now and then, or you're going to become more and more logical over time. You're going to have a lot of issues with vibing with the girl, teasing, spiking. You're going to be a lot less playful. You're going to be more logical and less fun. A lot of those skills, they come from the nightclub. They come from having illogical, irrational, irreverent, emotional conversations with women. And those conversations, you can practice that craft in the nightclubs and the bars. Now, that's what I recommend you do. If you're only doing day game and you're finding yourself not really enjoying it, you're finding yourself not really having fun interactions, having very logical interactions where you go into interview mode too often, you're not really having long interactions, and you're having a lot of, you know, issues with your results over time, I would say that you need to probably implement some night game. Introduce, not implement, introduce some night game into your game strategy over time. It's very common. This has come up just recently because I'm meeting a lot of day gamers in Sydney, and they're very logical. They're not very fun, and the reason why, I believe, is because they're not really getting enough action in the nightclubs. They're not having that fun night out. They're not having those emotional interactions in the nightclub that really do help your day game. It really does. And that's the message for today. If you like what I'm doing here, you know, you could click the subscribe button, or rather give a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you're in Sydney, you want to do some coaching, go to the website, and fill out the form, and we can get on to doing some coaching around here. See you guys next video.